Welcome back to the start of the deload. So this week does not directly say in the app that it is 100% a deload, but you can extrapolate or understand from what the app shows that it is. I say that as if you can see my app and I can see it, and I didn't do a live stream this week since I was at home with family. I'll try to do that next week because I kind of want that to be like a Sunday tradition, because I'm not going to have a training session, but just to do like a little, I don't know, 10 to 20 minute little live stream of the workouts of the week. Didn't do that this week because obviously I'm not going to try to figure out how to live stream at my parents' house. That's too much work. But that, and also visiting with family, so I'm not worried about that. So probably next week. But the app, you can see the intensity went way down and the volume went way up because the repetitions are higher this week. With these snatches, I did all the regular 4 sets of 3. They were just at 80 kilos and I did them without straps. So I was quite happy to be able to do those, and they didn't really feel too bad. And as the sets went, they felt better and better. With the second exercise, it was supposed to be block power clean plus pause jerk. I changed it to be hang power clean plus pause jerk just because I didn't want to get the blocks out for what was lighter work. It was 6 sets of 1 plus 1. On the last set, I did 2 plus 2, where I did the cleans first and then the jerks, and I was pretty happy with the jerks. I'm playing with starting my jerk faster from when I stabilize it onto my shoulders, so not holding it, preparing like my breaths and stuff, and just kind of just going faster when I'm at the top. Usually feels, or at least the last time I did it, it felt really good, and this one, as I was getting the hang of it, felt pretty good. It was a little bit tricky to do it with the pause, and I was messing up on the first couple, but I was generally happy with how all my jerks felt, even on some of the sets when I wasn't doing the adjustment correctly, because it's a work in progress, and it's not like a technical mandatory thing to do. It's just I think something that will help make my jerks be probably a little bit more consistent and just allow me to have more energy for them. I'm not holding the bar unnecessarily to prepare for the jerk. Those were all at 100 kilos. When I switched it to the hang power cleans, it wanted them to be at 92, but I put them at 100 because with the block power cleans, I believe they were all at like 100 or 102. But hang power cleans are not fun, and I do not like them, so I kind of dislike them as equally as block power cleans. So it's always a pretty good adjustment with that. After the squat work, or the weightlifting work, I had some back squats, which originally wanted me to do bottom up front squats, which I am never going to do. So I did pause back squats, which surprisingly felt pretty good. We're all at 130, and the app was originally 4 sets of 4. I wanted to do sets of 5. I don't know why I thought it was sets of 5 before. Maybe it was and it changed, or I just misremembered it, but it was originally 4 sets of 4, so 16 total reps. I was originally going to do 4 sets of 5 because that's what I thought the app said. Then I saw it had that, and I was like, well, I could still do 3 sets of 5, and that's basically 16. And once I did the 3, I was like, well, I kind of just want to do 5 sets of 5, and I did 4 sets of 5, and then 3 sets of 5. And then when I got to that 4 set, so instead of doing 2 more sets of 5, I just did 1 set of 10. And that was like a good challenging set. Like this whole session, if you watch any of the live stream of it, I was working out pretty quick and kind of just breathing hard for a lot of the session because I wasn't resting a lot in between. And that's one big advantage that you can take on these lighter weeks, is that you can just work out faster and kind of get more of a cardiovascular workout than just a normal one, because the weights aren't going to be technically difficult, or from a muscle standpoint aren't going to be the big limiting factor. So you can kind of work out faster, which is just a good thing to do at different times, especially when the weights are light like they are, or like they will be for a deload week. Besides that, the other thing that I wanted to mention that I'm going to be doing this week, so I'm not doing a deload necessarily from caffeine, but just from pre-workout. So there's not really any necessary or any need to take pre-workout with any of these training sessions, just because they'll all be pretty light. So I'm still drinking coffee, and if you saw in the live stream, I was sipping the coffee that I brought out there with me throughout. So I'm certainly still going to be having caffeine. I enjoy coffee too much, and it's I assume it's less, because I basically, when I have pre-workout, I just drink coffee like normal, and then I just have pre-workout before I go to train. But I certainly felt the effects of having less caffeine, but that also could have been the fact that I drove back to my house from my parents' house this morning, and that was a 3-hour drive, and that was quite long to be in a car. Thankfully, it always feels like it goes by faster and faster each time I do it now. I think I'm just getting better at just having things prepared to listen to, whether it be music or videos or whatever, while I'm driving, so then I can just be distracted, I suppose, from the amount of driving that I'm doing, as well as just making sure that my gas tank's fully full, because I can usually get all the way there and back on one tank of gas, which is pretty good for my car. I think it's pretty good for any car because it's a very long drive, driving 3 hours. I think originally it's like 3:15, but it's always faster for something. That drive, along with having some just wine and stuff with dinner, also probably isn't making me feel the greatest. Although I really didn't feel too bad. It just was one of those days where I think because it was already light, I just wasn't in that like super excited mindset to like really attack the weights. I was just like, oh, I gotta get this work done. And that's not a bad mindset to have at different times. It's just, you know, a less excitable state, which is fine. Sorry if you heard my roommate yelling there. I ate a hot chip earlier. Not just a regular hot chip, but I guess it has like the pepper X. It's supposed to be like the hottest thing, or the hottest pepper. Ate one of those and I handled it pretty well. Kind of freaked him out how well I handled it. It was very hot, but it took it probably about 15 minutes for it to fully work its way through burning my mouth and all of that. Thankfully, I just had some milk and actually brushed my teeth, which helped a lot as well. The only side effect that I'm having from that is I have a slight stomach ache, but the actual spice was pretty intense, but thankfully I didn't freak out or anything. I was trying real hard not to, but it just got really intense and just kind of stayed like that for a little bit. Definitely don't recommend it. Certainly did not taste good, nor was it a pleasant feeling, but it would have been funny if I actually recorded that. I really, like, after the fact, I was like, I should have recorded that because I thought I handled it pretty well. But anywho, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next one. Have a great day. Peace.